Hi everyone. I wanted to start by asking, have you ever heard a song that somehow says exactly what you're feeling, even though there aren't any lyrics? Well, that's what me and Sebastian's theme from La La Land is for me. It's simple and soft, but at the same time, it feels deep, emotional, and a little bittersweet. It has this feeling of dreaming big and falling in love while also realizing that not everything in life turns out the way you hoped that it would. Today, I'm going to talk about the background of this piece, how it works in the movie, what makes the music itself so cool, and why it means so much to me personally. Let's start with a little background. La La Land came out in 2016 and it was directed by Damien Chazelle and starred Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone as Sebastian and Mia. It's a movie about two artists in Los Angeles trying to follow their dreams. She's an actress and he's a jazz musician, and they fall in love but eventually grow apart. The movie received a ton of praise for its music, visuals, and storytelling. It was nominated for 14 Academy Awards and won 6, including Best Original Score. The theme I chose, Me and Sebastian's theme, was composed by Justin Hurwitz, who actually went to college with the director Chazelle. And according to an NPR interview, Hurwitz began writing this theme years before the film was even greenlit. And as the script kind of evolved and developed, so did the melody, and it became one of the main pieces that ties the entire movie together emotionally. I think that's part of what makes it feel so personal. It's not just music layered on top of a scene, it's something that was woven into the story from the start. Throughout the film, you can hear the theme pop up in key moments, like when me and Sebastian meet, when they fall in love, when they dance under the stars. It's kind of always there, reminding you of their connection. But what's beautiful is how the tone of the theme changes each time. At the beginning, it's playful and light, but by the end, it's slower and more dramatic and honestly kind of heartbreaking. According to an article on Collider, the music almost acts like a narrator, tells you what the characters are feeling even when no one even says a word. Musically, it's pretty smart. It's written in both major and minor keys, which is part of why it feels so emotionally complex. A music theory video by David Bennett Piano explains that the theme uses what's called a deceptive cadence. That means the chords build up like they're going to resolve in a happy, expected way, but then suddenly shift. That's what gives it that slightly unsettled, kind of nostalgic feeling. I think it's the perfect musical version of what it feels like when something almost works, but not quite. And for why this theme means so much to me personally, when I first watched La La Land, I expected a typical romantic ending, but when that didn't happen and that music played, it kind of shocked me. It reminded me that life is really complicated and you can love someone and still have to let them go. You can chase your dreams and you can still make sacrifices, and sometimes you don't really get both. And that hit especially hard for me because I've had moments like that in my own life where I had to choose between doing what's best for me and holding on to something familiar. That idea stuck with me so much that I ended up learning to play this theme on the piano myself. So now, whenever I'm anxious, overwhelmed, or just feeling off, I'll sit down and play it, and it makes me feel better every time. It's kind of like a way to process feelings I can't explain. It reminds me that it's okay to not have everything figured out. And like one night last semester, I was really stressed about school and honestly just feeling super down. And I didn't know what to do with myself, so I sat at the piano and just started playing the theme. By the time I finished, I realized my chest didn't feel so tight anymore, and it was like the song had given me like permission to let go of some of the pressure that I was carrying. That moment made me realize this wasn't just like a song that I liked, it was something that had become like a part of my life now and how I cope with it. And honestly, I think that's what makes this piece so powerful. It's not just emotional because of the film, it's like emotional because it becomes personal for honestly most people that watch the movie. For anyone who's ever had to let go of something they loved or shift directions in life when things didn't go as planned, this song kind of gives you a safe space to feel that. It doesn't try to fix it or make the feeling go away. It just makes space for that feeling. And I really think that's rare in any type of musical piece. To wrap things up, me and Sebastian's theme is more than just background music in a movie. It's this emotional thread that ties together the whole story. And for me, it's become just a way to understand myself better too. And it reminds me that even if life doesn't look the way you pictured it, it can still be beautiful. And even if things end, that doesn't mean they weren't important. And that sometimes what feels like the end of something is really just the beginning of something else. So I'll end with the same kind of question I opened with. Is there a song that says something you've never been able to put into words? Because for me, this is that song. Thank you.